Hello, my fellow aggravating gerund phrases. I'm Mr. Church. Today we're going to be looking at the Lucky Shot bundle in the Atom Shop and checking out some of the greatest hits and also going over the little mini season thing that started today. That's actually an event, but they're calling it a season because it'll make it less confusing if we have two different seasons, one of them a mini season and one of them a full-size season, except... So the first thing you might notice when you open your game today is there's this little pop-up that we all like spam click through so we don't actually read it because it's always garbage. It's like 5 days old, outdated news and stuff, like an event that's not running anymore. But this is telling you about a little mini event thing that's going on right now for a limited time. And it's one of those things where you have to claim a free thing, put it on, then go to challenges with it on, and then you get stuff. This time, they've done something cute. So if you click on seasons, this is what you're going to see now. This is your normal season over here, and then over here is the Appalachian Outlaws special event from April 22nd to May 6th. So, when you click on it, it'll just like look like one page of the season pass or whatever. So I'm going to grab the money bag. It's 0 tickets, so you grab that first. Once you do that, as you can see, you can't do any of this stuff. It's all locked. Well, I can get Outlaw. I guess it's like sequential, so you actually don't have any agency in it after all, turns out. See how it's unlocking it as we go? And I can use tickets I already have. I don't have to do that stuff, turns out, after all. So that's agency, guys. That's giving us agency, and you don't really know what's coming next. Would you like to purchase ranks? Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me right now? So when you load into the game, and you open the map and stuff, and then you click on the stuff to get this to pop up, normally you can have your dailies and weeklies, right? That I'm definitely going to do. That's why I'm on. Anyway, so under that is going to be your events. So this one, you have to complete week 1 challenges. And by the way, if you want to get the 80 tickets, which is like the massive reward of tickets, you have to do all of this week's and all of next week's. You basically just have to do stuff with the backpack on, collect pre-war money, collect a carton of cigarettes. If you want to know where to get a bunch of carton of cigarettes, by the way, if you go to the... where is it? Guys, I don't think I have it unlocked. If you go to Sugar Grove, which is somewhere in this B area, and then you go all the way downstairs, all the way to the bottom, there's a shelf that has a bunch of cigarettes on it. And for a little tip for doing the pre-war money, I would definitely recommend going up here to the Morgantown Airport, run over to that one area, and it'll immediately start collision course. And at the end of collision course, it'll drop a little thingy-majiggy that's full of loot, and it always has pre-war money in it. So just go there, do that, and that's an easy way to get that stuff pretty quickly. So before you do any of the challenges, just make sure you have this backpack equipped. Most of you will already have a backpack of some kind, and you just put the skin on it. If you don't have the backpack yet, you can get a small backpack plan from the Overseer's Catch at the Overseer's Camp, which is right next to the Wayward. Most of you will probably have already stumbled across this. And speaking of duffel bags full of cash, let's now go and check out the Atom Shop and see what they have for us today. So we have the Lucky Shot bundle. Now, this is obviously a St. Patrick's Day outfit, which is why they introduced it to the shop right after Easter. That Easter was Sunday, so let's do, how about, hear me out, St. Patrick's Day new items. Now, some of you won't remember, but on St. Patrick's Day this year, they didn't put anything new in the shop, and then the very day after St. Patrick's Day, they put old St. Patrick's Day stuff in the shop, and now the day after Easter, or 2 days after Easter, now they've put the new St. Patrick's Day stuff in the shop. Don't tell me that that's not St. Patrick's Day themed. Anyway, so they're definitely doing this on purpose. It would take an incredible amount of incompetence to accidentally do this every single holiday, And so I know they're doing it on purpose, but I don't know why anyone would do this. Like, why would you choose to do that? That's what I'm struggling to understand. By the way, if you want to know what this looks like, here's a better picture of it that they took. They decided to take... Looks like they forgot to take the lens cap off or something. Anyway, yeah, let's look at the Lucky Shot bundle and see what's in it. We've got the Persuader paint, which is for the combat rifle and the fixer. We've got the Lucky Shot bowler hat. Isn't this looking good? We've also got the Lucky Shot outfit, the saddlebag backpack, the hourglass, the rotary rifle rack display case, and the fan the hammer emote. Anyway, guys, this is really fucking, just, what an appalling display of incompetence. What an appalling display. Let's check out the hourglass first. A perfect way to measure the sands of our lives. I don't really want to think about how many sands of my life I've spent playing this game, only to know that they've spent 0 sands of their lives working on the game and making it better for the people that spend their lives doing it. So, for example, you know, how many sands of your lives did you spend putting together this week's item shop? Probably not enough. You didn't put any pictures in it. You're trying to sell us stuff without pictures of it. Anyway, this thing's actually pretty cool. The sand obviously doesn't move. If it did, you'd have to flip it over, wouldn't ya? But it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a cool little item. And again, it's one of those things that doesn't have like stupid random themes to it. It's a very basic, just normal item, so it can be used in a lot of different applications, which means you can use it for more builds. And rotary rifle rack display case. Now, this thing is a bit weird because it's cool, right? It's kind of cool. And you can put certain rifles on it that look good, like you know, the Dragon looks pretty good. And for some reason you can put the LMG on there, even though that's a heavy gun. That's fine. But as you can see, if the weapon is too small, you can still display it, but it doesn't. It kind of floats there, which is whatever. I'm going to be more happy that they gave us the choice to do something rather than just blocking us from being able to do something. But they did make a little bit of a goof up with this, because one of the weapons that is just not fitting on here is the fixer, okay? As you can see, it's floating. And at first I thought, well, that's my fault because I have this short barrel on it. So see how it barely fits on the top? That's why it's not fitting on the bottom. So if I go put the long barrel on it, it'll probably fit just fine. And that was not the case. It's still floating. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe it's because the stock I'm using is shorter, because the stabilized and the aligned stocks are a bit shorter than the other ones. So I went and put the normal one on there, and guess what? It's still floating. So the thing that I find appalling about this, because I understand not every rifle is going to fit on here, that's not my issue with this item. My issue is, what weapon skin did they give us with this bundle? The fixer / combat rifle skin. And that weapon doesn't fit on here? Are you kidding me? It takes, I think, a little bit of extra effort to be this incompetent. And for that, I'm shocked. Speaking of which, the Persuader paint, this thing's kind of weird. I don't really understand what are you persuading, and of what? Are you persuading me to go to an auto body shop and get the rest of the paint sanded off this so that I can repaint it? What's going on here? Why is it green? Do green people persuade me? I'm kind of confused about it, personally. I don't really understand it, and I'm trying to understand it a little bit better, but I can't. This is the Persuader paint, and again, this doesn't fit if you want to put it on the rotary rifle rack that comes with the bundle that this skin comes in. The weapon doesn't fit on this, the weapon skin. The weapon that the skin comes with, it doesn't fit, guys. It doesn't fit. So that's all pretty goofy, but we do have the saddlebag backpack, so that's good at least. It says US on it for some reason. Not really sure why, because it's a saddle. So you know how the saddles have what? Anyway, it's got some cool stuff on it, like this rope, and then the little thing for the rifle to go in, a little bottle in there. I think it looks pretty cool, although the saddle hump thing, it looks kind of like an NFL linebacker's neck brace, so that's a little interesting, and so I'm not sure about that. And the Lucky Shot outfit, the outfit that just brings home the season of Easter and springtime, you know, from a month ago when we had St. Patrick's Day and we didn't get this outfit, now we do. And if you want a better idea of what it looks like again, you can look in the item shop here. We have another picture of it, just so you can see another angle. But yeah, with what you guys might not realize is this is a recolor of the rail splitter outfit. And a lot of you guys actually ask me in the comments of my videos about this outfit because I wear it a lot. I really like the rail splitter outfit. And so if you missed out on having the rail splitter outfit, you might be interested in this one. It's kind of like a Temu version of the rail splitter outfit. I wouldn't wear the bowler hat with it because that's way too leprechaun-y, but just the outfit alone, you could probably make it work in certain settings. I don't know. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. And of course, the Fan the Hammer emote. Now, this one is one of the reasons why I do these videos, because obviously there's literally absolutely no information in the shop of what this emote actually looks like. You just have to guess what it looks like, I guess, and then just spend money, and then we get to find out after we get it. It's like a little mystery grab bag, if you will. When you buy an emote from the shop, it's not going to show up on your quick wheel. You have to open the item shop, which now, thanks to the update that we had to wait for today, the item shop loads way faster now. So we'll be able to get in there in no time. And you're just going to go down to emotes, and you're going to find the one you bought, and you're going to click on it to equip it, because automatically it's unequipped by default for some reason. And then you're gonna have to find it in your quick wheel to see like which one they decided it goes under, and they just threw it in the miscellaneous area. But it looks like this. Probably looks a little bit better when you don't have a massive bunny head eating it. So let me take that off real quick and do it again. I don't know. I don't mind it, but I think the sound effect for it is pretty stupid if you think about it. Like the action looks cool, and then it has these dumb cartoon sounds happening, which is a little weird. So that yeah, it's a little goofy for that reason alone. Now, another thing that we have today in the item shop is this new bundle. Brand new stuff, except it's all stuff from a past season. Now, some of you actually might be interested in this because this is from the movie themed season, and some people will have missed this stuff. There are some cool stuff. One of the things I really liked from this is the marquee letters. Unfortunately, like every letter set in the game, what happens is you put them on the wall and then you load back in, and some of the letters have sunk in, and it just makes it completely not worth spending all that time, budget, and energy putting together funny letters and words for them to just disappear into the walls, and you have to start over. So until they fix that, just keep in mind that these are basically unusable, even though they are a really nice letter set. This also comes with dumb movie posters, a popcorn recolor of the popcorn machine we already have, and guess what this is a picture of, guys? Guess what this is a picture of? The car? No. It's this little, if you look really closely, now you might need to get out your grandfather's telescope, but this is a picture to show you what this poster looks like. So that's really cool. That's the Astoundingly Awesome Alien poster, maybe. Or it's Zorbo's Revenge. Or the devil, what is it? Oh, there it is. Framed Dr. Zorbo poster. That's what it is. I couldn't read it. It's too far away to see what it is, so forgive me. Anyway, this one also comes with this. This is a movie reel photo mode frame. In case you ever wanted to ruin your photos that you were taking by putting a frame around it, that's something you can do. This applesauce sign, everyone wants that. Pretty good. Wow, that's really exciting. Now, we also have the Wealth Exchange bundle. This is a very old bundle, and luckily, they actually avoided putting the new tab on there. I thought they wouldn't be able to resist. They always like to lie about that stuff. But this comes with this prefab. It's not bad, but it is very, very themed. So you will have to make this a pawnbroker, check cashier, gold buy, sell, trade, cash building, because that's what it says on the sign. And like to cover this up would take a lot of effort, and then you have to cover money to loan and all that stuff. So if you're making specifically a wealth exchange, it's very cool building, but otherwise, what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? This is a vendor machine, and this is a thing that gives you charisma when you click on it. A Scent-O-Matic perfume dispenser might come in handy if you're a ghoul, because you have that massive debuff to your charisma and you smell. This accordion door is pretty cool, actually. And what is this? The open and close sign. Pretty nice. You can click on it and it flips around and says closed. And then you have a Big Boss. 9 out of 10 doctors enjoy Big Boss. This is a cigarette. This is a cigarette ad. So anyway, that's pretty exciting. This is last week's stuff. And then greatest hits. The first thing I want to point out is something that I've seen a lot of people talk about in my comments, at least. So some of you guys will be deeply interested in this, more interested than you were in your honeymoon, the time when you finally... So over here we have the light 'em up paint for the Gatling plasma. Now this I don't give a hoot about, but I know a lot of you guys, every time there's a light 'em up paint, keep creaming your pants in anger about the fact that there's no Gatling plasma light 'em up paint in the Atom shop since the first time they put it in, or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, here it is, and for the low price of $560, you can have this as well. So that's pretty exciting. Now go forth, every fellow, and enjoy it while it lasts. They're going to nerf the Gatling plasma in the next update. We also have the Rustic Barbershop bundle. This has the barber chairs, which are pretty cool, in case someone wanted to recreate the barbershop build that I did, because that's... everyone's been just busting at the chops to do that. I don't think... Anyway, we have... What is this a picture of? This is the checkered circles, linoleum floor, and foundations, guys. What a photograph. What a photograph that is. What is that? That's not even touching the walls. It's levitating. It's levitating. What, David Blaine? Is that you? Anyway, we've got what is this a picture of, guys? White wallpaper? Are you clowning right now? Oh my god. And then again, the same picture of the open and close sign. That's the only one they have on file, I guess. And then this is the Vault-Tec locker bay. I don't like it. And then we have the Mr. Rocket kitty ride and the Mr. Fuzzy kitty ride. By the way, guys, if you ride on this thing, he says, Mr. Fuzzy in your pants, Mr. Fuzzy likes to dance. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind if you're going to make a purchase or whatever. Now we have, of course, the holiday morning bathrobe outfit, because it's Christmas, I guess, as well as being St. Patrick's Day. What are they going to do? You know, the 4th of July, we're going to see a bunch of stuff saying he has risen, I bet, you know, because now we have the 4th of July, rootin' tootin' cowboy. Don't think so. If I see this shit, it's on site. I'm going to be fucking honest with you. Get it. Get me out of it. I was hitting the wrong button. This is the Appalachian Fauna outfit. What it comes with is the Mole Rat medium generator, Hamilton J Pig plushie, Rat opossum hat, Mole Rat small generator, Mole Rat large generator, Mole Rat fusion generator, Butterfly sanctuary, Mirelurk steamer, and the turkey buzzard. Where are the rest of the pictures? Are you clowning? Where are the rest of the pictures? So they didn't bother putting pictures of the other mole rat generators in there, because why would they, you know, since they look completely different. And also the other two are probably the reasons why I would purchase the mole rat generators. Sometimes they have the mole rat generators bundled together, just those. So I'd probably wait around if you were looking for those. Those are the things that I would be interested in that. After the hunt, that's what you can do is get the Curios sign, the Radstag field dressing station, walnut panel wallpaper, whoops, they got one right, one more time emote, violin chair, herringbone red brick floor and foundations. You know what, guys? I think they just really are trying extra hard this time. The Iron Mountain Anvil is actually, I kind of like this prefab, but this is kind of strange, and then this is annoying, dumb, and the blacksmith sign's fine and whatever. Big Boss cigarettes be the boss. What does that have to do with literally a single thing else in this bundle? How is that even remotely adjacent to being similar to the vibe of everything else here? Tell me in very small, short words so I can understand. How does this relate to anything else in the Iron Mountain Anvil bundle? Please tell me, if you could, please. Anyway, the Screaming Eagle is a handmade skin, but I don't really like it. There's actually a better version if you like the shape of this, because that's understandable. There's a couple of other skins that make it this shape without having it be this horrific baby diarrhea puke color right here. So that's something to keep in mind. If that's what you're after, you know, that's something to wait around for, probably. Now, you can, of course, have the Pioneer Scout Black Powder Rifle. I know a lot of you guys are using the Black Powder Rifle since it's meta. And since it's, you can have like some... Now, in the Specials tab, we have the black suit, which I already have because I'm actually goated like that. And we have the Nuka Twist, which is free. Wow, I'm really excited about that. Fill up my tummy with that goodness. We also have the soft serve paint for the Cryolator, which every time it's in the shop, it's for less money and I still don't buy it. So how about that? Now this is the this is gonna be the weekly thing, which is 50% off for 20 hours. Every day this week there's gonna be something different. I'm gonna put a list on the screen of what Bethesda tells us is gonna be in the shop each day and how much it's going to cost. Now, I don't know what any of this stuff is, most likely, so you can just pretend in your mind's eye what it is too, since they don't include any pictures of it. But when has that ever been a thing they do anyway? So that's exciting. Looking forward to all that. There's also the Powering Up bundle. Now this has the pictures of the mole rat generators. They forgot to put in the other one. Oh, so they do have pictures of these. So they didn't just like, oh, I can't be bothered to go take a picture of these. They actually have them, and they just had the incompetence to not be able to put them in it. So that's fine. But anyway, like I was saying, this is the large, and this is the, or no, this is the fusion generator one. This is the large one. This is the medium one, and this is the small one. I really like how these look. They come on these like cool pallet things. They are really cool and rubbish. And then these things, of course, spin because there's mole rats inside them running around. And something to keep in mind, this one has glowing mole rats, which are a little funky. And they do make the mole rat sound. So if you are sensitive to that, you'll probably want to stay away from these because you'll think that there's mole rats eating your camp the whole time, but it's only half the time are there mole rats eating your camp. This is a power generator as well. This is it's a reskin thing of the windmill one in game. Now, if you don't know, you do have to have the plan learned for the windmill generator to be able to place this down. It's the same with all of these. You have to know the base game plan to build this one, for example, and whatever. So if you need that plan, you don't have it yet, you just have to do the powered up Poseidon or powered up Mananga or whatever. Just do the powering up events at the power station, and they'll give you one of the generator plans that you don't have unlocked yet. So if you have everything but the windmill one, yeah, that's the one you'll get. And then you can be able to place this down that one time and then get rid of it because it doesn't match the vibe, and then never build it again. You can, of course, get free states power. And now these still have square smoke belching out of them, so don't get it twisted. This one is silent and doesn't produce smoke, so a lot of people like it. And this one that's a cool color, but why is it on this? This thing is not the one that gives radiant power. It looks similar to the one that gives radiant power. If you go into the camp area, you'll find the utility box fusion generators. I already have them owned, so I don't remember exactly what they cost, but all of these 4 generators, not only are they silent and they do not produce smoke, but if you place them down next to lights and stuff, the lights will turn on. You don't need to power them up to conduits to get stuff in their vicinity to turn on, because they count as a powered up conduit, basically. So they're really nice to have. You can like hide them in the center of your camp and have power through the whole thing. So if you're looking for a better generator, I would probably just go in here and get those instead of worrying about the ones in this stupid bundle that they're trying to sell you because of the squeaking mole rats. Now, of course, as is tradition, we're going to take the thing that's here and we're going to put it on the Fallout First only page as well, because why not put it twice? Why not put it there twice? I've been working on this camp back here, by the way, on stream a little bit on Twitch. If you guys aren't following me on Twitch, the link for that is in the description. Come hang out, say hello. I stream on Mondays and Fridays. A lot of times Mondays I'll do Fallout stuff, and then Fridays I'll do variety games of some kind. But I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my patrons and channel members for your support. I wouldn't be able to be doing these videos without that support, and I really do appreciate it. And if you're interested in supporting me in that way, the link for that is in the description. And also the link for the Discord is in the description. You should join that. It's a great community, and we have a lot of fun in there. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, pretending that this was a useful video to you, and that you waste your money wisely. And I'll see you guys in the next video.